The Commonwealth COVID Comeback is really an initiative focused on making Pennsylvania competitive so that we can compete with states around us, so that we can compete globally. The goal is to leverage the resources that we have, and we have a lot of great resources in Pennsylvania. We have a lot of great natural resources. We have a good workforce. We have good universities, a robust farming community. But we need to leverage those and fix our deficiencies so that we can move forward and create a better normal. It's the concept of the package, or the concepts that are within the package, rather, are around fixing our tax code. It's around fixing our regulatory scheme. It's incentivizing manufacturers to come. It's investigating how we can do a better job of developing our workforce. And it's also has a provision regarding civil liability for manufacturers and healthcare workers during the COVID crisis. We want to make sure that the businesses that were hit so hard over the past 9 months aren't punished for the next 20 years by plaintiffs' attorneys.
Yeah, let us know, or let our listeners know what they can do to help move some of these initiatives forward and kind of help you and your team to success here.
Yeah, I think what's important at this point is to keep the momentum going, talking about it, explaining why these initiatives are very important and real. I mean, this isn't stuff that's just check marks. This is real initiatives that will make substantive changes. And it's about, at this point, it's about selling it in the sense where convincing people that this is the right thing to do, and that it's going to effectuate a substantial level of change. And that's what we're going to do for the next, these things don't happen overnight. We introduced it. We had a great introduction. It's going to end up being bipartisan. I've talked to Democrats on it already as well. And these issues are really issues that people generally understand are problems in Pennsylvania. We might have different ways of approaching it, but at the end of the day, we need to get them done this time. And we've been talking about cutting the corporate tax rate for a long time. And I remember the governor had a proposal on cutting it last year. And it just kind of went back and forth, and there's some disagreements. And when the economy's humming and everything is, the unemployment rate's at 4% or something, the sense of urgency didn't seem like it was there. Well, now we definitely have a sense of urgency, and we need to act on it. The regulatory scheme, the problems that we are having there, everybody knows it. And what we're asking to be done with our bill in this package, my good friend John Fritz, it isn't something that's radical. It's just putting a timeline on the approval process of permits. It's something that's done in New York. It's done in Vermont. It's done in California. But you know what? I have heard from so many different developers, from people building pipelines, from people developing in other ways, that they don't want to come to Pennsylvania because their permits are getting lost. And sometimes it's a year or two before they even hear anything. And they just don't know what to do about it, and it's very frustrating. It's simple stuff like that. If we fixed, we'd be so much more attractive. And you're right. It's about the next generation. I grew up, I'm one of 7, and I saw my siblings go around the country, and I saw my siblings spread out across the country, not necessarily because they wanted to, right? Because the opportunity wasn't here. And I have 7 kids myself now, and I want to be a part of building a Pennsylvania where they can pursue their God-given talents right here in Pennsylvania. And I think we have the opportunity to do that. And I think one of the major obstacles to it is the state government, and that's what we're trying to fix.
Where can people go to find more information about you and your work?
We can go to repkail.com. You can go there, or our Facebook page, PA State Rep Josh Kail. That's actually the best page. The Facebook page gets out a lot of information right up to date. PA State Rep Josh Kail.